Welcome to question answer session of chapter 7, ESG analysis value integration for the preparatory program of CFA ESG certification. We have approximately 40 questions to cover today. Okay. Is the screen is visible?
Slido.com.
Yeah, you have to join from mobile, or you can just log in on slido.com and just log in. Is my screen visible now?
Nine seven six three 976 320
भेजे भाई, मुझे दिखा भी नहीं है, डिलीट हो गया.
976. Like that day we joined, we are not able to join like this in a computer screen. Vivek ji?
Just a minute, just a minute. This is the slido.com. Just log into slido.com and put this key of 2976320. Nilesh Kumar ji and Avinash ji is already in. GC Choksi ji, you have to do.
No, it is not permitting me to.
No, it will permit.
That day I did it. Slido.com, when I'm putting it, then it is, acha, enter code. Okay.
Just put this
2976320.
code 2976320.
Right. Yeah. Joining as participant, right? Yes.
Okay, so let's start question 1. Which of the following is a non-profit provider that offers ESG related product and services? Is it Suns Analytics, which is non-profit provider, Rep Risk, or World Bank? Which of the following, which is non-profit and offers ESG related product and services? Very interesting question. The answer which I have received. Somebody has said Sustainalytics, somebody has said World Bank. Actually, the answer is World Bank. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, answer is World Bank. Just a minute.
हाँ चाबी ले जाइए.
Okay, let's go to the question two. Which of the following is least likely an indirect source of primary ESG data? Least likely is important word here. Please be worried about least likely. Yeah. An indirect source of primary ESG data. Third party reports, news articles, and surveys. Which one is means not applicable? Yeah, least likely. Okay, so everybody has said a news article is not a primary ESG data. Rather, surveys are not a primary ESG data. Okay.
Oh,
Remember, in ESG, controversies is a major topic. Anything which goes in news article about your corporate governance, that they have cheated so many customer, or customer is complaining, or there is a disaster has happened, gas has broken, etc., is a primary data. Is it indirect source? But it is a primary data. Yeah, but
okay.
surveys sometimes is a vested product, right? Nilesh, you might be knowing. Yeah, a lot of companies do a campaign against, a campaign against their competitors that this product is bad. That we know about Serum Institute and even another company was biomedical, right? There are two institutions which were producing COVID-19, and there were a lot of controversies across. Those are indirect source of primary ESG data. Yeah, but surveys are not. So remember that. Third question. Anybody can read. Who wants to go ahead? Nilesh, why don't you read it?
An investment analyst would most likely use an ESG scorecard to most accurate forecast and investment risk with ESG criteria. Second one, attribute a quantitative score to quantitative judgment of an ESG factor. Determine which publicity. Over.
If you read, actually, it gets over.
Yes.
People have to read on visually only.
Interesting, isn't it? Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Okay, so here everybody has given attribute to quantitative score, and that's the correct answer. Well done. Next question, JC Choksy.
An analyst has been asked to conduct ESG research using third-party report analysis. This type of reports are best described as primary data, indirect, third-party. Okay, indirect.
Correct answer is indirect. Next question, please. Avinash ji.
A secondary source of ESG data transform primary ESG data to create a new recommendations and scores and rating, assessment and recommendations. So I think it's the third one.
The answer is scores and rating. That's the correct answer. Next question, please.
Which of the following is the quantitative approach to ESG analysis that seeks to bring structure and numerical value to unstructured data sets? Cryptocurrency ledgers, machine learning algorithms, company questionnaires.
Machine learning algorithm is the correct answer. Next question, please, Nilesh ji.
Which of the following are potential biases related to ESG analysis and integration? Standardization and geographical biases, selection and standardization biases, geographical and factor biases.
The answer is geographical and factor biases. That's the correct answer. Thank you. Next question, please.
And companies' ESG management processes and policies are usually judged as being strong or weak. Discounted cash flow input adjustment can be on a country or sector basis, where a country or sector ESG risk factor may contribute to a change in a cost of capital or terminal value growth assumption. A prime example of this might be the software sector being judged for having a positive governance impact, the oil and gas sector being judged for having negative governance impact, the coal sector being judged for having a negative environmental impact. I think it is third.
Correct. That's a correct answer. Company ESG management processes and policies are usually judged by being a strong or weak, and discounted cash flow, what people use. For example, coal sector being judged for having a negative environmental impact. Absolutely correct. Sorry, the question is here. Adjustment. Please go ahead, Nilesh.
Adjustment to a company's margins based on ESG assessment can have a direct impact on company's forecasted earnings, or it might be forecasted as an absolute dollar amount per year in a model. While a litigation fine would be an example of direct impact, which of the following would be an example of absolute dollar amount per year in a model? Carbon tax and annuity payment, philanthropic donation. I think the answer is the third one.
But you are not answering third.
My timing is over.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, answer it. Everybody, please answer it once again. Didn't answer. Can you answer it once again?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have correct answer is carbon tax. Next question, GC Choksiji.
Healthcare System is a small publicly traded company offering rehabilitation services to people recovering from physical, mental, or cognitive issues due to injury or illness. Due to size and resource constraint, the company only provides a minimal amount of disclosure on its environmental impact, specifically waste and hazardous materials management. As a result, James Hightower, asset analyst, has assigned the company a poor environment rating. Based on solely on this information, is analysis justified? Yes.
Attempt the answer, okay. So everybody has given yes, company has healthcare industry. Correct answer is no. A company size and a minimal disclosure may not always reflect materiality or poor management. Yeah, not always. Always remember, this is not an always criteria. Clear?
Okay.
It can be sometime. Most of the time people use it. For example, healthcare industry requires disclosure of all material information as stakeholder. But here, that might not be the main criteria. That's what it is saying. Materiality is very key stuff. Key, GC Choksiji, go ahead.
Which approach to integrated ESG analysis attempts to drive correlation to understand how ESG factors might affect financial performance over time? Okay.
Which might affect the financial performance over the time. The correct answer is systematic, not complicated.
Oh.
Okay. Next question, JC Chowdhury.
When choosing ESG service providers, investors should consider the following factors except age of the ESG service firm, length of history of database, number of companies covered. Okay. Covered.
Correct answer is age of the ESG service.
Yes, that should not be considered. Correct.
You definitely want to know that does this company exist?
Correct.
That you should not look, except this is optional, yeah?
Yes.
You do not rely, even though it's a company is new, still, if it is giving you the value, we'll go ahead with. Next one, Nilesh ji. Or Avinash ji, go ahead.
Yeah, fundamental assessment provided by ESG rating agencies include business policies, water stress, carbon impact.
Correct answer is business policy. Any fundamental assessment in ESG rating agencies will include what kind of business policies you have. Okay. Water stress, carbon impact is also included. But for fundamental analysis, business policy is more critical. Next question, Avinash ji.
Which of the following is an issue with company disclosure and reporting and ESG risk? A lack of disclosure indicates the company's failure to properly manage ESG risk. Disclosure of ESG data is legally required under typical reporting standards. Companies may over-disclose material ESG information.
Correct. Everybody got it correct. Company may over-disclose non-material ESG information rather than material information. Next question, please. Avinash ji.
Yeah, which of the following is a limitation when constructing ESG-related scores or rankings? Determination of varying technology, standardized assessment methodologies, identification of material ESG factors.
Correct answer is standardized assessment methodology is it has a limitations, okay? Because you cannot apply to all industry, correct? One size fits all, it doesn't work in ESG, okay? Every industry is different, and when you have that kind of scoring matrix, you do really well. Okay, Nilesh ji, go ahead and read the next question if you can.
The process of using a mix of factors such as positive, negative, and momentum screens to create an attractive investment universe is commonly referred to as thematic investing, best-in-class screening, impact investing.
It's definitely best in class investing. Okay. Wherever you use the mixed factors such as positive and negative along with momentum screen together, yeah, then you are not in one direction. You do not look, whenever you do impact investing, you want to either use positive or negative and find out certain kind of company where you want to make an impact. Clear? For example, that you want to positively impact society. So you will search with a filter of positive filter that who is doing good society work. So you'll find Tata, you'll find Reliance, you'll find several companies which is doing a lot of things for society, building temples, schools, etc., etc. Yeah. So you will use positive screening for that impact investing. You can also use negative, saying that which company does a lot of pollution. So you'll find 20 company which does a lot of pollution and you will invest in that company and change them. Yeah. Like an active investor, go there, engage them, engagement and stewardship, and change them. That also is impact investing. But when you mix it, you want to create best in class. Clear? Thematic also is similar, negative, positive. You can have one theme and you can invest. Next question, Nileshji.
A materiality assessment, which is designed to identify the ESG issues affecting a company's financial performance, is most likely conducted in the integration stage, research stage, or valuation stage.
Answer is research stage. Whenever you are in research stage, you need to do the materiality assessment. You cannot do it in any other stage. Otherwise, you will lose the purpose, right? Yeah, you can't do it in hindsight. You have to do it in before you start integration or valuation. So look, the stages are like this. First, you do the research. First, you do data compilation, so data collection. Then you have a research on that data. Then you have analysis of that data. Then you go to integrate those data into your model. So you create a financial model and you change those numbers based on your data analysis. And then you go and value the company with ESG factors. Clear? Next question, please. Avinash or Avinash.
When a rating provider oversimplify industrial weighing and company alignment, this is known as industry and sector bias, company size bias, and geographical bias.
Absolutely correct, everyone. Everybody has studied this time. Wonderful, really impressed. Next question, please, Avinash.
Which high-level sector is most greatly impacted by material social capital issues? Communications, healthcare, transportations.
Capital issues.
Which high-level sector is most greatly impacted by material social capital issue? Social capital is social issues. Yeah. Which sector is most?
Healthcare.
Absolutely healthcare. It is healthcare which is where the social is most important. You have to cover the areas where people are really deprived of healthcare services. So here the social issue is critical. GC Choksi ji, go on.
Tools evaluating companies, countries, and bonds based on their exposure or involvement. Specific factors, sectors, products, or services are best described as ESG screening, data, or ratings. It is basically ESG screening.
Tools, yeah. Which tool to evaluate company, country? Yeah. ESG screening, absolutely correct. Yeah. Most of the time, ESG screening box. JC Choksi.
Which of the following is a type of assessment provided by rating services to assist their clients in matching ESG and investment needs with specific mutual funds?
Correct answer is operational. Okay.
Oh.
By rating services, mostly the operational part where their client is in matching ESG with their investment need. Next question, please. JC Choksi.
All of the following are issues with the company's disclosure and reporting on ESG risks, except management has flexibility in what is disclosed or reported. Lack of disclosure indicates a company's failure or to properly manage ESG risks. Reporting standards may differ from region to region.
Correct answer is lack of disclosure. Okay, which indicates that company's failure of properly managing ESG risks. So whenever they don't disclose, definitely they are failing. Clear?
Okay.
JC Choksi ji, next question.
The newly formed Woodward Foundation's endowment team would like to establish a mission to fund climate science. So they request that part of the endowment's funds to be allocated to companies that have positive environment characteristics. The foundation requests that the investment manager use a proprietary scoring system and to use publicly available environmental management policies in this process. Which of the following approaches to ESG analysis would best describe what the Woodward Foundation's team is using? Discounted cash flow or quantitative systematic approach to an investment environment mandate ESG analysis supporting a premium valuation ratio.
Correct answer is quantitative systematic approach. That's the correct answer for an environmental mandate. Next question, GC Choksi.
Grateful Bread Trucking Company operates a large fleet of diesel fuel trucks that delivers baked goods across the US. Because the company ships all of its baked goods from one location, the trucking fleet is constantly in motion to deliver these goods fresh and in timely manner. Norma Rockwell, a financial analyst, gave the company a low environmental score due to the inefficiency and pollution actions on the part of Grateful Bread's operations. Despite this, the company is in talks to add another 10 trucks to its fleet by the end of the year. Based on this low E score, which of the following would be the most likely outcome for Grateful Bread Trucking? The company should have a decrease in its balance sheet risk on default on debt, will likely experience increased risk from carbon taxes, should receive a lower cost of debt financing for expanding its truck fleet. Yeah.
Now you can answer.
Yeah.
The correct answer is will likely experience increased risk from carbon taxes. ESG, go ahead.
Which type of ESG analysis is most likely used in an investment process that is based on company-specific research, foundation analysis, and stock picking?
Absolutely, it's a qualitative analysis which you do for this stock picking. Go ahead, Nilesh.
Executive remuneration and business ethics would be a factor that fall under which of these analysis category? Environmental, governance, and social. So it is governance.
Absolutely correct answer. Next question, Nilesh.
Fund manager Whitepitt model frequently makes adjustment to include the most relevant financial forecast based on material ESG factor. He considered the potential ESG impact on security valuation as well as by adjusting the target multiplied on his ratio analysis. Which of the following approaches to ESG analysis to best decide what we're using? Fundamental ESG integrated ESG analysis support video. I have not answered. Governance.
Yeah. Answer it now. Just talking about a fund manager, which is White Pyramid, Primedal. They frequently make adjustment to include most relevant financial forecast based on the material ESG factor. So they change the numbers there frequently. Yeah. Which analysis they are doing? Fundamental ESG analysis supporting the premium valuation ratio or credit analysis? Of course, they are doing fundamental ESG analysis when they are trying to change the material ESG factors. Next question, Nilesh.
All of the following are questions ESG services providers should ask when developing a company sustainability rating, except what will be the methodology to quantify qualitative data points, what set of data points should be obtained from any relevant ESG indicator, what is the reputation of the company's sector based on ESG indicators.
You can answer now. You can answer now. Except which one? Okay. So which one you should not ask? All the question you should ask, One which you should not ask. Okay. Everybody has answer? Absolutely. What is the reputation of company sector based on ESG indicator? You should not ask. That's the question we should not ask. Nilesh, next question.
Blue Asset Management is seeking ways to judge the materiality of a number of ESG issues when selecting new asset for an environmentally conscious fund. The firm is primarily concerned with impact of climate change on future portfolio returns. All of the following are the challenges the firm may encounter when judging materiality, except ESG scoring is not recognized as proven valuation technique. May ESG term are difficult to
Interpret.
Rating agencies are varying scoring methods.
You can answer now. This is an asset management company which is seeking ways to judge the materiality of a number of ESG issues. How to judge materiality, right? When selecting any new asset, which is in environmentally conscious funds. Everybody has given a different answer. ESG scoring is the best, are not recognized. That's why it is except. All other are correct except this one. Always remember, whenever except what you see, you are looking for the opposite side of the question. Okay. And this is how the CFA tests you. Which of the following are offered by firm specializing in ESG related services? Which of the following are offered by firms specializing in ESG related services? Supply chain, carbon and water analysis, both of these. Correct answer is both of these. Whenever you have a ESG champions, you have both area champions, supply chain assessment and carbon and water analysis. Okay. That's why Avinashji in our team, I'm also taking one supply chain guy. Okay. Maybe we will touch base. Okay, Avinash, go ahead. Read this question.
Which of the following is most likely challenge of integration ESG analysis into firm investment process? ESG data is readily available in a public database and easy to obtain. Firms provide adequate training to associate on how to deal with the challenges. Firms may not have resources by third party to ESG data.
Firms may not have the resources to buy third-party data. That's the correct answer everybody has given. Next question, Avinash.
When reviewing companies in the telecom sector, an analysis concludes that the Apex Communications has a weak record of protecting its customer privacy. As a result of the company in under investigation for failing its to adequately protect the customer sensitive information, the analytic decide to assign the negative ESG rating to the company. This action most likely result in higher intrinsic values
you on your cellular device.
Cost of capital or lower cost
Your
of
father
capital.
is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. Your father is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. Your father.
Okay, no problem. So the analysts decide to assign a negative ESG rating to the company. This action would most likely to result in which side? Higher intrinsic value, higher cost of capital. When somebody does the negative, how you can assign a negative value? You have to always understand it can only happens with a higher cost of capital. Cost of capital is basically discounting. Discounting means negative, right? So always link negative ESG rating with higher cost of capital, not higher value. You cannot have a higher value if you have a negative ESG rating. For example, if I am valuing Infosys and Wipro, and we know Wipro is people are leaving Wipro, all top people are left, 4 or 5 people. In that case, okay, I can see that. All people have left. In that case, that is a negative ESG rating, right? For Wipro. So that means Wipro value or stock has to be lower than the Infosys. And how you can do that? By increasing the cost of capital for Wipro. Clear? Next question, please, Avinash.
According to HSBC, which of the following is high-level material environmental issue? Resources management, executive remunerations, health and safety.
Okay, the correct answer is health and safety. Correct answer is resource management. Okay, HSBC, according to HSBC, high level material environmental issue is with resource management. Next question, please.
Which of the following is most likely a challenge when investment professionals use assessment criteria for ESG integrations? The criteria may be too inclusive of good companies. The criteria may be too subjective. The criteria may reflect board ideological viewpoints.
The criteria may be too subjective. That's what. Yeah. Avinash, next question.
The board of energy company that uses coal, natural gas, solar, and wind resources to produce energy decided to task the CEO to develop a plan to eliminate all coal-fired power plants in the next 10 years. Which two components of ESG score would improve in the greatest environment? Environmental and social, governance and environmental, social and governance.
Now answer. You can answer. Correct answer is governance and environmental both. Next question.
Which two companies had the largest market share in company-focused ESG ratings? MSCI, Sustainalytics, Bloomberg and Sustainalytics, Dashboards, and Moody.
Correct answer is MSCI and Sustainalytics. Avinash, can you read? Unless you can read the next question, please.
Hello.
Yeah, you can read. No problem.
My voice is not clear. I think somebody can.
Here, go ahead.
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Samthas Club, a large chain of membership-only retail warehouse club, pays employee roughly 20% more per hour than its peer, provides comprehensive health insurance to all employees and closes all its location on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, so employees can spend time with their family. These corporate actions have ultimately led to an increase in employee satisfaction for the work of Samthas Club. According to research, this leads to a stronger customer satisfaction, which in turn lead to sales forecast 5 years out being raised above the industry average due to this strong sector. Sales forecast 5 years.
Now you can answer. You can answer now. Correct answer is sales forecast. Next question, Nilesh.
All of the following are challenges to data gathering and original research gathering, except ESG data may not be readily available in public database. ESG data is not consistently reported across geographic region. ESG data is generally proprietary.
Can answer them. Correct answer is ESG data is generally proprietary. Next question, let's see.
Which of the following most accurately describes a component of ESG integration? Immaterial ESG issue affect investment decision. ESG integration does not prohibit investment in certain sector, countries or companies. Returns are sacrificed in order to incorporate ESG integration technique.
Correct answer is ESG integration does not prohibit any investment in certain investment criteria. Next question, please.
Which of the following is considered a material environment factor across multiple industries? Product liability, resource management, and human rights.
Correct answer is resource management. Wonderful. Avinash ji, you did really well. You got 50% of questions right. GC Choksi ji, you are also nearby. Nilesh Choksi ji, you got 16. So you need one more revision, I believe.
Yeah.
No problem. Great to see a good progress. This time I saw a lot of people were answering correct answer properly. So thank you very much for that.